Okay, you guys ready? Yeah? All right. ELSA, what does ELSA stand for, ELSA?
English Language Speech Assistant.
Oh, okay. Here you go. Fire away.
Good afternoon. My name is Vu Van. 7 years ago, I moved to the US from Vietnam to pursue my master's education and my MBA at Stanford University. Imagine, for the first time moving to the US as an immigrant. At my first job interview, instead of saying information sheet, I said information shit. And the influence it has on your career. There are 1.5 billion English learners out there who face the same kind of challenge. We knew English, but speaking and being understood is an entirely different story. People who speak English with an accent are perceived to be 30% less trustworthy. Company loses 30% in productivity because of miscommunication. As a result, people who speak English much better earn 40% more than those who speak with a strong accent. We create ELSA to be the first product to solve the solution. ELSA is English Language Speech Assistant. ELSA is created by a team of experts who have decades of experience in speech recognition technology, language learning, mobile development, and linguistics. And we come together with a passion to solve our own problem as well as the problem of many others. We built ELSA to be the world's smartest AI assistant to help solve the pronunciation challenge. In particular, ELSA listens to you speak English, will pick out the exact errors as you make and give you that instant feedback on how you can improve your pronunciation. And all of these feedback are fully automated through our proprietary speech recognition technology. Here's an example on how it should work. So use information shit. ELSA gives instant feedback.
To make the E sound, try to spread your lips and slightly lengthen the vowel sheet.
User will then now repeat
Information sheet.
information sheet. And they got the perfect score. ELSA not only teaching you on pronunciation, it also coaches you on rhythm, pitch, and intonation. These are the hardest skills to master in language learning. We do all of these in a very fun, highly addictive gaming environment. Last year, $63 billion has been spent on English language training alone. However, many of us are still not speaking English well. Whether you are a business executive, a diplomat, an immigrant, an ESL student, a kid, or somebody with speech disorder, ELSA is a tool for you. ELSA will let your voice be heard clearly. We did our beta testing on Android a month ago, and users loving us, and they give us raving reviews. More importantly, 40% is an improvement that we've seen. Today, I'm very excited to announce that ELSA is live on stage on iOS for South by Southwest. Thank you.
I always thought in Texas shit is called it's pronounced sheet. So I learned something today. Okay. So judges, get your sheet together.
Thank you.
So great job on the pitch, and I think including an example, you really get the point. So great job on that, and congrats on your launch today. I'm going to download the app.
Yes, please.
I guess my question is kind of, is this free? What's the business model? Kind of who pays? How does that all work?
So currently, we are launching the product B2C directly to the users doing the freemium and subscription model. English learners currently spend about $1,000 to $3,000 a year on English training, going to different language classes. We currently already had the first 200 users out of our beta testing paying for our app right now, and they ask for more content. In the medium term, we want to sell it to the corporate who help with the employee training. We already see corporate coming and say, hey, can you help us with the pronunciation? Because every weekly meeting, instead of spending 30 minutes, we spend 2.5 hours, just repeat everything 3 times.
Got it. What's the price point?
It's $3 to $5 a month.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Can you talk a little bit about your, you indicate that you have a scalable solution and that you can scale it to other languages, and also I was wondering about regional dialects and accents and how that kind of is dealt with in the product.
Yeah, so two things, right? For the speech recognition technology we built, we got a very scalable technology that can just get any data that we want to teach, and then we just train the model because we use deep learning to train the model so that we can teach any other languages if we want to expand it to Spanish. On the other thing, we build our technology that can pick out the errors from different accents. Let's say a Vietnamese person coming in, we have a different set of errors. A Japanese will have a different set of errors. And we are currently collecting all of the data of people speaking English with different accents to train our model. And on top of that, we work with linguistics who know the different set of errors from different countries so that we can drive both from the curriculum as well as the technology perspective.
Two questions from me. One, you said that there's 1.5 billion English language learners in the world. How do you get to all those people?
Right now, we are doing the approach is rolling out country by country. We currently test launch in Vietnam. All of the number we see is from Vietnam. We will be launching to other countries within the next few months after the product is ready on all of the platforms. I think the way how we reach to people is currently there's tons of YouTube followers that go to online learning English. Every single teachers that do like pronunciation have like millions of followers, and that's how we're gonna start like reaching out to all of those. I think we have seen the pilot launch in Vietnam. We've seen language schools and tutors reaching out to us and say, can we incorporate their own curriculum into the app so that they can use that as a homework tool for their students? And that's what we're gonna be doing is to targeting tons of language schools in every single country. I think that's the current model of how students learning English. And teachers, in the next few months, we're gonna launch a platform that teachers can put in their own curriculum as well.
So how would you charge for that? So if you use like a reseller model, like instead of charging the consumer, you said I think 3 to 5 a month. If you use a language or maybe partner with larger companies in the space, global companies, what's your partnership model look like?
I think right now, if going directly to the language school, I think they currently charge students about $100 a month in their like English course. We're just gonna package that into their tuition that they charge directly to the students and get just a cut of that. I don't have the exact pricing of what exactly it would be. We are still in the discussion with the language teachers and see what makes sense for them. But I think it's so the two students don't have to pay, and it's just a part of the tuition that they already charge.
Got it. One more question on growth. If you had 100,000 users today, could you support them on the platform?
Yes. We already built a technology that's really scalable right now. We actually prepared for the launch, not the launch, but the official release of iOS today, because we have about 15,000 on waiting list right now. And we're going to be releasing that to everybody after South by Southwest as well.
Got it. Thanks.
So walk me through the use case. So like you use the example of information sheet, but like in the real world, are people going to just talk to the thing and go through a whole, you know, how does it know which thing to correct you for if you say a whole line?
In the real world, when you download the app, we're going to give out a set of curriculum that's going to be bucketed into different topics about like travel. We build it into the conversation. Let's say at the airport check-in, you want to learn different sentences. We're going to go through that conversation and then picks out the errors from that conversation and then coach you on that. There's another function, we call it dictionary for pronunciation. So you type in anything you want to say, and then we're going to give that feedback on that. The use case is that, let's say tomorrow I'm going on a pitch, or like a presentation or interview, I can then just like import that content and then practice with that. Instead of having a speech therapist, I just practice with ELSA.
So you would put in the text you're going to say, and it's going to watch and help you say that perfectly?
Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah.
Good sheet.
You do it much better than me in the joke.
Okay. I think we're done. Thank you. Thank you very much.